Alrighty, baby. You already know it. Feel weird about that one, but let's start with this weekly update. You already know what's going on here. Another lovely freaking week, and we love it. We love everything about it. Obviously, it was a short week. We cut off a half day on the 24th, right before Christmas, and then Christmas, obviously, markets were closed, so a very short week, but overall, I love it. We continue the trend of gains, and I'm just happy about it. So on the 5-day here for the Dow Jones, up 0.67%, up 22.8 year to date. What a freaking fantastic year. Hopefully we can keep this momentum into next year. Obviously, this next trading window is going to start the next year open. Next year hopefully starts off right, so we'll see how that goes. I'm excited. Great year to date, obviously, for the Dow Jones. So now we're going to take a peek at the S&P 500, which 5-day chart's going to look, guess what, relatively similar here. Okay. On the 5-day here, up 0.58%, which is nice. I love it. Which means now S&P 500 year to date is up 29.25. What is going on? Again, should be ending the year at just fantastic numbers here. So that's gonna be fantastic. We're gonna have some record numbers this year. And there are just a couple causes for it why this week was positive, and I'll get to that in just a little bit here. So let's go ahead and look at the NASDAQ. Again, this is going to be a little bit of a short little recap here because there's obviously not that much to talk about because it was a very news-light week. But obviously the NASDAQ here up 0.91% on the 5-day. So love that. So we're at record highs here. Love everything about that. Year to date, up 35.74%. Holy crap. Good grief. I love everything about that. So, and as I mentioned too, this has been it was a very news light week. So usually a lot of this momentum and positivity is just known as the Santa Claus rush, maybe is what we can call it. Christmas week has been historically okay for us. We can usually not much news comes out. A lot of these companies really aren't releasing anything important. I do have some good stuff for you coming out shortly regarding a potential Neo stock. You know what I'm talking about, baby. So obviously not much news going on here, but we do have on Christmas Day, it was a good, nice little release. Chinese soybean purchases from the U.S. surged to 2.56 million tons in November, up from 0 a year ago, and 1.147 million tons in October. So again, they are serious about this phase 1 of this trade deal. They're clearly starting to go ahead and go for it. China's exports of rare earth magnets to the U.S. fell 21% as improving trade relations reduced demand for stockpiling. That's fantastic. These are good data points, and we like to see these numbers. Obviously, it shows that we're making progress on this trade deal, and it's actually it's not a farce this time. It is actually truth. That's right. I said farce, baby. I keep saying baby, and it makes me upset. Sorry. It's the sports mentality in my mind. It's just what we say on the field. It's what we say on the field all the time. Online action leads. Gains, let's see. A last-minute rush of buying has pushed holiday season retail sales up, and that's excluding autos, so including vehicles. Who's buying cars for Christmas? Someone who's spoiled as crap. That's who. Up 3.4% from the same period a year ago. That's fantastic. Obviously, as I've mentioned plenty of times, sales growth as a whole is fantastic because of the fact that it just shows that there is consumer confidence. And when you have consumer confidence, this bull market can continue, because when the consumers are happy with the market, it's just going to lead the market up. I mean, it's just positivity all around. You want these good numbers. The online action continues to be where the fast growth is, up 18.8%, accounting for 14.6% of total sales. In contrast, in-store sales were up just 1.2%, and traffic of the year's busiest day was down 9.7%. Saturday prior to Christmas. So a lot of the shopping is done online, but it doesn't help that there was a lot shorter of a period in between Thanksgiving and Christmas this year, where a lot of shopping really got done on that Black Friday, which was so close now to Christmas. And there's all these everything, Cyber Mondays, Cyber Weeks. There's just too much going on right now, so you expect a little bit less traffic. Nothing too absurd going on there. And finally, we'll finish this bad boy off with a look at some of the gainers and winners. So some of the important gainers and winners. Obviously, you see a wild change here of 180% over the past 5 days from PinTech Technologies. That's lovely stuff right there. We have Rite Aid, which posted a 71.4% increase on the week. That's insane numbers. You gotta love that if you're a Rite Aid shareholder. Apria Therapeutics up 50%. Very good numbers. Mohawk Group up 42.86. Mohawk, you gotta know them. They make these rugs and such. I don't know what else they produce. I know they produce rugs. That's just from my knowledge. I'm not a huge too knowledgeable about what else they produce. I know they produce rugs though. Surface Oncology up 38. 111 Inc. That's interesting. Up 34. iGate Pharma. Let's see. We're gonna look if there's anything super exciting. Obviously, a lot of these are just gonna be all pharmaceutical companies, as you see. Nothing absurd here. All pharmaceuticals. We already know what's going on. Other than that, nothing really too exciting going on. Just pharmaceuticals doing what they do. Party City was up 9%. Good for them. What a garbage stock. What a garbage stock. So let's look over at these losers. Once it loads, we're going to take a look at these freaking losers. Nothing too crazy for losers, which I love. Get these ads out of here. Stealth Bio, down 75% on the week. This is following last week when they... what'd they do last week? Were they one of the winners last week or losers? I can't remember if they were... they had to have been a loser. No, they had to have been a winner. It's blowing my mind. I just don't know. It's got me all confused. We have Barug Holdings down 20. Other than that, nothing really wild going on here. We're looking at some big, well-known companies. Nothing crazy going on here, in my opinion. As far as some of these big stocks, nothing really happened that crazy as far as losers were concerned, which is obviously a lovely sign. We love to see it. That's all I got for you today, though. Expect a nice video coming out tomorrow, hopefully, and we'll see something good. Adios.